It's time for yet another nightmare as we continue with Fatal Frame 3.
Meal.
And as you can see, we're going to be playing as Kay this chapter. We're right where we left off with him the last time we played as him.
So, I want to go too,
Meal.
so we can be together.
It's okay. I'll be back soon.
It was a promise, Mayu.
Miu's obviously traumatized by what happened at the end of Fatal Frame 2, which makes sense, what with her having to kill her sister in order to close the gate to hell. These people really need to consult Dante from the Devil May Cry series. He has a thing for closing gates to hell without the sacrifice or murder of cute Asian girls.
Stay back.
I don't really remember this closet, but I remember the main part of this room very well.
Let's stay together forever. It's a promise.
What is it with these Japanese twins and being so damned interconnected that they never want to leave each other? Weird. There is some type 14 film there. I almost said type blue film. I guess I could have just said blue film. And as you can see, we need to get a couple of keys to unlock that gate so that we can get to Miu. I'm pretty sure Mayu was locked in that cell in Fatal Frame 2. We had to go hunt her down, if memory serves. In that room was a couple of hidden ghosts and an enemy ghost. I didn't trigger the enemy ghost, but I didn't get the hidden ghost, so I figured there was no reason to show that. I don't exactly remember this room. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of one from Fatal Frame 2. It probably is. But there's a staircase in here I don't remember. It might actually... No, maybe I do know where this is from Fatal Frame 2. It might be the first house we came to. It doesn't look the same to me, though, if it is. Very briefly, I had a chance at getting that hidden ghost, but I didn't. Down that short little set of stairs is a door that leads to a room that right now is useless. I think we actually go there later. In Fatal Frame 2, it was the room that led out of this house. More files. This is supposed to be that first save room we came to in Fatal Frame 2. It looks a little more cramped. Took me a while to find this stupid key. He just would not pick it up. And that key is... I don't know that the game gave me credit for getting that ghost, and I don't know how. That woman in a box ghost, we found her in this room in Fatal Frame 2. And it looks pretty different, though, but I think it's supposed to be the same room. The door is actually on our right, but for some reason, it made a lot more sense to me for the door to be right where I was trying to get through there. And be quick. That blue topless ghost woman is after us. I'm pretty sure she's a one-hit kill, but I don't know that for sure. Fortunately, as soon as we open this door, she's triggered to go away.
Should we continue the ritual?
No! Rituals are a bad thing. You don't want to do that. Well, the band Testament has an album called The Ritual, which has some pretty good songs on it. But that's about the best thing I can think of as far as rituals go. Normally, you don't want to be fucking with rituals. It's not good. Oh, Jesus.
He's not coming back.
Speaking of not coming back, you're not sticking around long enough for me to get you for my hidden ghost list. Damn it! Sacred water? I would recommend taking that. I mean, why wouldn't you? Unless you're good at this game, and if you're good at this game, then you're probably not watching this. Be quick. That ghost is still lurking about. Sounds really cool in the headset, hearing that ghost off in the background. Well, in the second game, we had an unkillable ghost in here. Hopefully we won't have that again. I'm pretty sure her name was Sai, and I had to dodge her every time I came through here because she was a one-hit kill. Well, crap. And the door's locked. Fortunately, this ghost isn't a one-hit kill. Unlike his appearance in Fatal Frame 2, this is the final boss from Fatal Frame 2. We basically have to dodge this thing until the door unlocks. Which is pretty lame, if you ask me. I like that they were consistent enough to have the same sounds that this ghost made in the second game. But I'm really going to need this door to open up. Fantastic. What was the point? The answer is there wasn't one. And fortunately, he buggers off as soon as we activate that door. Huh. I don't hear Mew's mumblings anymore. Just like Mayu in the second game, it appears Mew has disappeared. We're going to need that for later. For a puzzle. And that's another upgrade lens. I'm going to start going through these camera upgrades kind of quickly because if you're playing this game, then you're going to have the ability to check that out on your own. And if you're not playing this game, then you're not really going to care. More story stuff. I think there's another document in here too. Yep, there it is. Apparently Mew in this dream sequence decided to... The hell? That was weird. Well, whatever. Let's leave. Apparently Mew had developed Mayu's ability to just vanish. Maybe she saw how often in Fatal Frame 2 Mayu would just vanish in what seems like improbable circumstances and decided to go ahead and do that herself. I'm pretty sure she has no idea Kay is trying to help her or even looking for her. Remember that little disc we just picked up? We're going to need it for this. If you remember these puzzles from Fatal Frame 2, they are back. In some ways, it's kind of cool that they're tributing the past two games. But since this game came out at around the same time that those first two games did, I think this game came out in 2005, so you're probably looking at 2001 and 2003 for Fatal Frames 1 and 2. It doesn't seem all that necessary. It seems more like something for an anniversary type game.
We're always going to be together. We promised. Mayu. I won't leave you. I'll go too. Together. Again.
And she's just gonna repeat herself.
We're always going to be together.
I stop at the top of the stairs to listen in case she said anything different, but she doesn't. So there's no reason to sit around waiting for that.
I'll go too. Together.
Those two twins are way too close.
I won't leave you. Mayu, we'll always be together.
Awesome. Knowing that this is the last PS2 Fatal Frame game, it kind of works reusing a bunch of stuff, but in some ways it does kind of feel a little lazy.
Mio?
Oh, Jesus. This is the one time in this game we can actually fight this dude that I know of. That's going to be happening a lot with these battles. I'm just going to be cutting to the kill shot because my ghost battles take forever. And I'm not going to be able to provide you with a good strategy for defeating them. So I feel like it's just better to not waste anybody's time. Now get to moving, because this dude is coming back. And now we can't fight him anymore, as far as I know. I don't know that he's a one-hit kill, but I don't want to stick around to find out. Fortunately, this dude's pretty easy to dodge, even at the slow pace that these characters run at. We're not safe yet. We gotta keep going to the end of this chapter. And you're actually getting 2 chapters for the price of 1. I was gonna originally do these in 2 videos, but I just decided to do 1 video. Game's nice enough to tell us where we need to go. So let's just make our way over here. Hey, we didn't get the annoying tattoo sequence this time. That's good. More film to develop. I wonder who that could be. I hope it's not a telemarketer. I hate telemarketers. No apologies if you are one. Come on.
Is this the home of Mr. Aso?
Yes, it is.
Hi, my name is Kei Amakura. Is you in at the moment?
You're...
For some reason, they cut Ray telling Kay that Yu is dead. They're discussing an investigation that Kay was performing, and Ray's asking him to continue that investigation. And there are weird sounds in the background.
Would it be alright if I paid my respects sometime soon?
Yes.
I'd like to say goodbye to him.
You would think he would have said, I like to say goodbye to him before she said yes, but whatever. And I'm not sure what this is all about. It's kind of weird. I assumed Kay and Ray knew each other since Kay is a friend of her fiance Yu's. You'd think he would have known that Yu had died already. Although this is before the age of social media. Should I be pissed that that ghost got to see more of Ray's naked body than we get to? Instead, I'm just going to mention that I'm a bit confused as to why the only bathroom in this house is downstairs. All the bedrooms are upstairs. I'm not sure if that's a Japan thing. Can you imagine that? You get up in the morning or in the middle of the night, you gotta pee, you gotta go all the way downstairs through some hallways just to get to the frickin' bathroom. That would be annoying as hell. Still not as bad as the Resident Evil Spencer Mansion, though. That one only had one bathroom, too, and if you were upstairs on the opposite side of the house, good luck with that one. I guess if you look at it like that, it's not really that bad. Now, in my case, I live in a one-bedroom apartment, and my bathroom is actually through my bedroom. So anything beyond right outside the bedroom door does seem a bit inconvenient to me. Although, to be fair, having the one bathroom be through my bedroom can be inconvenient if somebody comes over to stay the night. And it's not a girl I'm sleeping with. And let's face it, of course, if somebody's staying over, of course it's a girl I've hooked up with. I mean, those happen all the time, right? No? Alright, fine. I don't bring the sexy, I know that. God. That can get pretty annoying. I'm not a big fan of the bathroom through the bedroom. Let's go talk to Miku. I'm tired of talking about bathrooms.
Ray? What's the matter? Ray? Here.
And you can tell these nightmares are taking their toll on Miku. She just sounds tired and frustrated at this point in the brief bit of dialogue we get with her. These are just files on the photos we had Miku do research on. You would think if Ray knew that Miku was suffering through the same stuff she's dealing with, she would not ask her to do this much research, but whatever. It's Japan. I guess in Japan you're supposed to play through the pain! I'm not sure if any of these are on that chick ghost we saw crawling through the vents. I feel like one might be. There's definitely some information on her. I think you learn that in this section. If not, we'll learn it later on in the game. I'll talk about it later on in this video. As long as I can find a good spot to put that in. Let's give her the photo.
You can ask me whatever you want, okay?
Well, no, I'm not going to say it.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately. Are you alright? Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second.
That's not good. That definitely shows that these nightmares are taking their toll on Miku. I'm sure nothing's bad is going to be in this bedroom, though. Well, it went away, so I guess technically I was right. Nothing bad. Let's go do the next nightmare. As you can see, for this one we are playing as Ray. we are going to connect with the segment we last left her off on in her last dream. I tell you what, though, with these dreams connecting, this is just typical, though. These people are having nightmares, and of course, when they go back to bed, their nightmares are continuing off right where they left off. That's how it works. If I'm having an awesome sex dream or an awesome dream where I'm kicking ass or fighting monsters or something, if I wake up, I never experience that dream again. But if I have a freaking nightmare where something's eating me and I wake up from that, if I fall right back asleep, of course, I'm going to go right back into the nightmare. Typical.
It must not be opened. That priestess, the shrine must be sealed.
Oh my Jesus. You're a dick! This is why I'm cutting most of these fights. Maybe you should try to be a lover, not a murderer. Maybe that would work out better for you. Maybe you wouldn't have gotten killed so easily. You jerk. Anyways, let's progress through the game. This chapter is actually really short. If you don't do anything extra. You can see the video length and you can already imagine we're going to be doing extra stuff. I can't remember if I did everything extra, but we're certainly going to be doing a lot of the extra stuff. Which is great because we're going to get Stroller Grandma. So that's cool. I did not realize that the trek to where we need to go was as long as it is. I finished this game all last weekend. I powered through everything that you're seeing in this video on through the end of the game. But even though we've gone through this area several times, just forgot how long it takes to get through here. Probably should have fast forwarded it. Like in this creepy corridor.
This is it.
Lame! I'm calling shenanigans there. I should have had that one.
Rest here as a cornerstone.
I sound like that when I drink too much. And that's pretty much it. That's the last thing we absolutely have to do. Just head on back to that garden area we were in and go through that door that ghost attacked us at. That's all you got to do. However, if you investigate this, you'll get this file. There are quite a few files we're going to get that are pretty optional. And we'll get another upgrade for our camera. So all the extra stuff I'm going to be doing will allow us to get some hidden ghosts, some camera function upgrades, and a few power lenses. So if you are playing this for the first time, you're definitely going to want to do the optional stuff to get as much upgrade stuff as you can, because of course the hidden ghosts give you points that will allow you to upgrade your camera, etc, etc. This night is also the first night, and one of the major ones, I don't really know how to word this, where we're going to get a lot of random ghost encounters. I'm going to show everyone I get. If you're not prepared for it, or cheating like I am, then it can be kind of tough going through here doing this extra stuff. There are a lot of extra ghosts that come out this night. I did go save my game there before doing what we're about to do. Even though I didn't fail at this, I'm still kind of glad I did. That tune is not getting any catchier. Stop it. This journal has something to do with the next ghost that we're going to deal with. I think I missed one or two journals related to this ghost, but there are a few extra things later on in the game I chose not to do. I think we actually triggered a random ghost encounter here. I don't know where the hell it is. Normally I wouldn't have showed me going into the menu to switch my film. But here is the ghost that we just saw that file on. Fortunately, taking that ghost out seems to have made the other one, well, bugger off for a second at least. It's still in there. I guess the makers only wanted you to fight that ghost by itself, which is good. I would not have wanted that to have fought that ghost plus whatever that other ghost was that showed up. I don't know which one spawned. As you can see, I didn't stick around to fight it. Save your game and then move forward. I get turned around so easily in this stupid room, especially since they changed the camera angle. There we go. We got valuable points. There was one section, I wasn't actually trying to come here, but since I did, I figured I might as well pick up the blue film anyways. I don't really need it. If you're playing this game legit, you will definitely want to pick it up though. Especially with all the random battles, you're still going to want to try to conserve any of your film that's higher level than the blue film. Just a pro tip for you. I'll try to remember at some point in this video, well, in this LP, to see if I can find a Google image of Stroller Grandma, because, oh crap, I didn't really show her very well there. Damn it. So that key we got from Stoller Grandma, you remember this door way back from probably video 1? If not, maybe video 2? Yep, that's the one you need. If you get killed by her, she will not respawn, so you need to take her out when you first find her. Again, this is all optional stuff. We are going to see this on fast forward mode because we're essentially slow walking this area, which is really annoying. Also very important, if you need a stone mirror, there's one there. But we're going to see if we can help out Miss Takagawa.
Please help me. Help me.
So that hopefully put her to rest. Once and for all. And I believe this is more information on her. I thought we were actually getting a file there, apparently not. But for our efforts, we also get another upgrade to our camera. I don't know what it does. I think one of these actually shows us the health of ghosts. We're only just getting that pretty late in the game. I can't remember for sure if that's what one of these does. Either way, they're upgrade functions. If you want them, you gotta do this extra shit in order to get them. But fortunately, we've cleared out all the ghosts in here, so now it should be just a pretty quick trip back. Well, crap. Fortunately for y'all, the power of editing, you didn't have to watch that annoying ass fight. That took me forever. The stupid thing kept disappearing into the wall. I take the right there to go grab one of those herbal medicines that's in that very next room. You've seen me get it before. It respawns every day. Again, I actually don't get lost in this room this time around. I was going to fast forward this trek, but I was too happy with myself. I didn't get lost going through here. And I go save my game here. And I'm showing as much of this as I am for a reason. Look how quickly, after I save my game, we're being accosted by another ghost. How many random ghosts is that since we started this night? A Stoller Grandma doesn't count. She's scripted to be there if you do everything we did. The one ghost we fought upstairs after we got that journal about her, also scripted. But there have been a bunch of random ghosts that we've got. I would say we've gotten at least 3 or 4 already. And I have noticed this game seems a little bit less combat heavy compared to the other ones. Although that could be because I'm cheating it. Not sure. A lot of backtracking. We've walked these corridors a lot. It works for me and my eyesight because I get really familiar with everything. It's a whole lot easier for me to navigate a game like this. But it does get very repetitive. I really need to play games before LPing them. But then that would require me playing a game twice. And I don't want to do that. That's not where we need to go. Got a few more extra things to pick up in the Himuro Mansion. Which means we're going to go through that area with that background ambience that I really like. See, this is why I cut a lot of my fights with ghosts, because a lot of times I'm just walking around in circles trying desperately to find the thing and getting hit. I'm not getting hit yet because this thing hasn't showed up. But otherwise, this is a lot of what you're missing. I figure everybody is better off without it. I believe this is that rope shrine maiden from the first game. There we go. I'm on the other side of that door now. It's not really difficult to find. We've done that in the first game and in this LP too. Just go to the end of the hall, go through the door. I'll show how to get there later on our way back. Kind of weird being in this segment as somebody other than Miku, although technically the first time we walked through here we were playing as Mafuyu. But going back to what I was talking about earlier, knowing that this was the last PS2 Fatal Frame game, it's kind of cool and kind of a nice little celebration of the series to see some of these areas again in the final game for this console. It just feels a little repetitive and probably a little lazy given how close together these three games came out. I missed that one, because if I did, I'm going to be pissed I came all this way just for a missed ghost. Well, we got that anyways. That'll give us another picture. More work for Miku to do, because she's feeling great. She's up to it. Poor Miku. Ray asks so much of her. I think that's my biggest gripe about this game, though, is how repetitive it is. I think a lot of these Fatal Frame games, you end up going through a lot of the same areas over and over again, but this one seems a bit excessive. Seems a little more repetitive. See what I mean? We'd be coming this way anyways. That was the area I had to cut at. That's another random ghost encounter we've had. I think the first one when you come in here is scripted, but that one there was a random one. So that's at least 4 that we've had this video. I don't know if that's counting the one that spawned that didn't actually get me. It's like it spawned, but it didn't want to actually fight, which I'm okay with.
So dark. Let me out. Please let me out. It's so dark. Please let me out.
We get a lot of points for doing all this extra stuff. Well, crap. This ghost was a bitch for me to get. This is that crawling chick. This must be the photo that we'll get more information on her later. If I got time this video, I'll talk about it though. She took me forever to fight. She's really quick. I know I wasn't extremely talkative in the first probably 15 minutes or so of this video. Part of it is I'm really tired, and part of it was I was trying to not talk over the game as much. I've had a problem with the game audio and most of these videos being too quiet. I think I fixed that last video. So I'm trying to make more of an effort to keep the game audio a little louder. Overall, the game does have a good atmosphere. Another power lens. There's actually a game important item we're going to get over in this area. That'll be later on in the game. I thought we actually had a random ghost spawn in this room we're going into now. I could have swore one showed up, but I didn't hear it any of our times walking in here. So I don't know if that's later on in the game that happens or what. Must be. But all these random ghost encounters, all these hidden ghosts, they all give you points which you can use to upgrade your camera, so it's really worth it in the end, especially if you're good at combat, or even if you need practice at the combat to run around this mansion in this night. Don't know what that was, but okay. I think we only have one other thing to do, and then we're going to finish up what we have to do. We've got another ghost encounter. This time it's that woman brushing. You can hear her annoying ass whistle. And finally I just had enough. I thought to myself, you know what? Every time I come up here, I have to hear her annoying ass whistling. Gets on my nerves. Let's just deal with her. So anyways, that woman crawling. Apparently her house got broken into and her family got murdered because it's Fatal Frame and everybody gets murdered. Take it. And she survived by hiding in, I don't know if it was a closet or if it was a vent or something. And for some reason she ended up stuck in there for a long time trying to get out and hearing all her family get murdered, this and that. You'll see the file later if we haven't already. All sorts of pleasantness. Now we can actually proceed with the game. The main mission here. You can see, after we took that picture to unlock that door we're going to, this is all you had to do is come back here if you wanted to just power through this chapter.
It must not be spread. The unleashing cannot be allowed to continue.
I feel the same way about STDs. They must not be allowed to spread. Now that dude's out the way. I wanted to make sure no other ghost was going to come after me, and opening doors seems to make them go away. Just to be safe, because I wanted to hit up this save point. Hey, now we're going to get a new area. Sweet. About freaking time. This area reminds me a lot of a section in Fatal Frame 2. Well, at least the video for those are changing, even if the sounds are the same. More pictures to develop. And more phone calls to take. Again, I really hope it's not a telemarketer. It's really gonna annoy me. Or a wrong number. Wrong numbers piss me off too.
Yes, Kurosawa speaking. Miko?
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
I was trying to start my day, and then you bothered me with a goddamn prank call. Son of a bitch. It wasn't even a funny one either.
Hello? This is Amakura.
And now they're talking about the dreams. I guess he's telling her that he had had these weird dreams, and we're getting those weird sounds again. I'm guessing they are signs of the ghostly presence, what with Miku and Rei both being haunted by these dreams. I don't know if this game ever explains the weird manifestations that happen in this house, although we do know, because of the other two games, that the ghosts actually do exist within reality. Especially the first game. The second game was a little weird. It's kind of a village, kind of
Well,
out of phase with reality, sort of. So you could kind of make an argument that maybe they weren't real in the second game, even though I would still say they were. But in the first game, they were definitely existing in that one. Well, they were in the second game, too. Whatever. Point is, all the cool shit in this game pretty much happens in dreams, and that's kind of annoying. You know something's going to happen, or I wouldn't be stopping here. Hey, I actually got one of these. Granted, that's one of the easier ones to get, but still. I've missed so many hidden ghosts in this apartment. It must be a pain in the dick to try to get all the hidden ghosts. And you have to play through the game a second time in order to get all the hidden ghosts. On your first time playthrough, you don't get all the ghosts that pop up. Now the good thing is, on your second time playthrough is a New Game Plus, so at least you get all your shit from the original playthrough. So if you do plan on doing New Game Plus, always a good thing to try to hoard some of the upgraded ammo if you can. I might just start cutting these treks. I don't really like doing that, though. I kind of like having the smooth transition of walking over here. But, God.
It's raining again.
Yes, Miku, it is. You've said that
Ray,
before.
what's the matter?
Pretty sure you've said that this video, too.
I see, but Ray, I'm a little nervous. Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second. Lately, all I can think about is the past. Like back when I was a child.
That's really odd. I thought all you could think about was your experience in the Himuro Mansion. This should be the last thing we do, and then we're going to end the video. We just got to pick up some more files over here. Not sure exactly what they go over, but I'm sure they're awesome to read. So it sounded like that woman crawling met a really grisly end. Not quite sure how she died, 'cause she did survive that encounter I was talking about earlier. Still unfortunate, though. Nobody deserves that shit. Well, that's pretty much going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to go save our game, and that's going to be it. I will see y'all next time with more of this lovely, lovely game.